come and experience the lakeside just a little bit. So we had quite an amazing event yesterday. The one we announced some time back. We announced it about some time back. So it was quite awesome. I enjoyed some very fine delicacies. I enjoyed the cultural exhibition. It was quite awesome.
Tumeguza Merima.
Mumeguza Merima.
Now, Ochieng, I'm so happy that you took your time to travel all the way from Nairobi to come and be part of our event yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe you've learned a few words. Angoma ni chamo ni oro mumori. Ni chamo.
Achamo gikmangenyi to abilo. Yeah, so that is to me now had a lot of cuisine delicacies here. So I've eaten a lot of stuff. I've had Alia. Alia should be the sun-dried meat. Then I've also had Thola. Thola is the
Choma.
choma.
Put in gravy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I also had some fish. I've eaten quite a lot of delicacies. Then we also had the different what you call kienyeji mboga.
Yes.
Yes. So that is the
Quite a variety.
quite a variety of vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is quite something. I really enjoyed myself.
So, Ochieng, before we thank those who supported, those who made sure that the event was such a huge success, I don't think you more.
Danger.
Benyoro ni you don't pass no more. Because only say what you don't need, you are taken.
Mana to penjomatek manadendo.
Yes.
That is quite a tough question, but besinanengeng.
But you'd like to introduce them to your friends who are still single.
Yes.
No,
Yes,
Mano
correct.
Ben.
Yes, that is quite correct.
What I wanted you to acknowledge is that their beauties,
Yeah.
from this side, that may be willing to go to the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also a product of the lake and the mountains, so I think it's quite a harmonious, quite a progressive
Yes.
interaction. Yeah.
So, Ochieng, what would you want to tell those who supported us? Because I know you're part of my team. Yeah, at Cancer.
Yeah, so a big hearty thank you to everyone who supported the event. It was quite successful. I mean, there was abundance of food, abundance of fun, abundance of expression, and also abundance of sort of like mentorship, because part of the event was we had a session where the youth who were present were spoken to by the chiefs,
The area chiefs.
the area chiefs, and also by the various leaders in
The community.
the community. Yeah. So
Mostly the teachers.
we had the teachers talk to them, we had the area chiefs talk to them, we had Madam Director here talk to them, we had Baba Madum, how they call him?
Here they call him Senior Director.
Senior
Molo
Director.
Sere.
Senior Director Molo Sarah, yes, correct. He also spoke to them, and they gave us a very interesting and touching story. I mean, it was quite beautiful. It was a very beautiful moment all around.
Yeah, and the story will be captured in his upcoming autobiography. Yeah.
So he's actually doing a autobiography, and we as Cancer were trying to work on the publishing of the book,
Yes.
so that we have it ready in time for you guys to read. It's quite an interesting story, by the way.
Very
I mean,
interesting.
There's just lots of gold in there. So once it's out, we'll let you guys know, and we hope you can get a snippet, if not a snippet, but generally get a copy of the book and try and see if you can learn something from there. And also have fun with it, because it's quite interesting and quite funny.
So, Ochieng, in short, what's your take home from yesterday's event, from the speeches? I know we had several speeches. Some of them were not captured on our live stream. Yeah, so what's your take home in regards to mental health and the children that Kitwa has been mentoring?
Well, I'd say solo journey, you have to enlist help from time to time.
Yeah.
So you find that what I can take away is that there's that sense of identity which was brought about by the cultural expression.
Yeah. Actually, that's the reason why we brought the cultural aspect.
Yeah, so you find
Yeah.
that once you identify yourself, we tend to run away from culture. Culture is what builds us up.
Yeah.
Culture helps us understand where you come from.
Yes.
Yeah, so once you understand your origins, and then also with the aspect of nutrition, so we had the traditional meals there.
Yes.
Because you find modern meals sometimes are lacking in one area or another.
So you actually believe that food impacts mental health. What you
100%.
consume
100%.
can impact your mental health.
Yes, because again you find like if I'm to go into
Please do.
the mechanics of how the body works, so you find that nutrition is very important, and like in the brain chemicals, we have dopamine, we have serotonin, we have this the happy one is called oxytocin is the love hormone.
Yeah.
We have this endorphins,
Yeah.
the pain and the reward systems.
Yes.
So you find that those chemicals are balanced by your nutrition. So if you don't eat very well or eat the right type of food, you find there's an imbalance. Those imbalances in the hormonal makeup of the body can result in either mental disorders, maybe hyperactivity or just
Yes.
low depressive mood.
And that's very common with our young children today.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you
I've
find
been
that.
going around schools and I try to listen to their teachers and try to figure out like what could be causing this hyperactivity and all that. Then sometimes we come to the conclusion that probably it's what we consume.
Yeah, I 100% believe it's what you consume, because you find that when you have too much dopamine, let's say for example in your body, then you tend to become sort of like agitated and uneasy,
Yes.
and you want to just go.
Yeah.
And then also if it's too low, then you're not in a very good mood. You're depressed. So basically what I'm just trying to say is nutrition is very important
Yeah.
alongside identity. Like you first know who you are, and know that in as much as we are different faces and different shades, just know your identity, where you come from.
Yeah.
And we all one part of a big family, the human
Yes.
family, and so that's very important. And then now we back it up with nutrition, proper nutrition,
And sufficient sleep.
and sufficient sleep.
Yeah.
Now that comes into the serotonin and all.
Yes, I've been talking about this on the radio, trying to tell my listeners the importance of sleep and proper nutrition when it comes to mental health. Yesterday, I saw you going for a second helping of samaki
Yeah.
and atola. Do you think it has done something for you in your body, in your brain?
Now, yeah, true. I want to state a very quick fact here.
Yes.
And the fact is that fish has what we call taurine. You can look that up in Google or.
Now you're educating me.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a jalon on that on nutrition, but I'm a jalon on this other side. So let me learn from you.
Yeah, so fish has this chemical called taurine. Now, taurine is very important for brain development.
Okay.
A healthy brain basically needs taurine.
I'm going to have fish for lunch.
Yeah.
As a daughter of the lake.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So you find taurine helps in the development of the brain, and one thing you need to know is that the brain is not static. It's growing even as you continue ingesting information and proper nutrition.
Yes.
It's elastic, so the brain is very elastic.
Yeah.
That's why you find you can learn with the proper nutrition and a bit of applying yourself. You find that you can almost learn any skill,
Yeah.
and that taurine actually helps us with being that elasticity and the development of the brain. Because the brain doesn't, the more you think and the more you engage it,
Yes.
the more it grows, more neurons fire, more connections are formed. And so what people call smart really is just an exercised brain with the right nutrition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a grandma right now, but I don't have a problem really learning new ate to eat fish all the time. But what do you think?
Yeah, that has a big influence on that. It has a big impact.
So I'm not just naturally smart. It is the fish.
No, it's not just the fish. You see, once you have the ingredients, now you have to cook the meal.
Yeah.
So you have the ingredients of capacity for intelligence. And now you cook the meal by, you have to work the brain.
Yeah.
You have to eat right, sleep right, engage your mind, exercise the mind. But exercise the mind is not just like doing physical exercise.
Yeah.
You have to provoke the mind to think. Yeah.
So, Ochieng, now back to mental health before we conclude. Is there something you wish to tell our parents, especially those who probably be having children with mental health challenges? Anything that you might wish to tell them? Because you see, our society sometimes we have people suffering from mental health. There's that ignorance also about it. That's why we create awareness. But then again, there are those ones who even feel like it's a shame to have someone in the family who is suffering from mental health. What would you like to tell parents? Or even just anybody, any youth who is having some challenges? Because mental health is not limited to just the diseases that affect the brain. It could be something that emotional damages, memories of cruel
Past
traumas. Yeah.
Traumas, yeah.
Would you like to say something about that?
Yeah. Firstly, mine is a hopeful message, because I believe having someone in the family who is mentally, you know, not feeling too well
Yeah.
is it's not a sin, really. It's normal part of life. You find
Yeah.
that sometimes different things happen in life, and you tend to wonder, like, why is this happening to my
Yeah.
child or my family member? But it's normal. In fact, the more you talk to people, you realize it's not an isolated incident just to you or your family.
And it's nothing to be ashamed
It's nothing to be
of.
ashamed of, by the way.
Yeah.
So again, I want to give you I want to give you a very crucial fact,
Yes.
and this is not to endorse mental health challenges in any way, but you tend to find that people who are sometimes described as mentally not so well, generally they have a bit of a genius in them. They have
High IQ?
high IQ. By the high IQ, it's good, it's very good, but it comes with a price. You know,
Yeah,
you pro-
sometimes it comes with a price.
yeah, you process the world a bit faster than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you find that somebody, more often than not, a lot of the geniuses that we celebrate in history, well, if you would have asked people back in that time, they told you that one is not too stable. So,
Yeah.
or he's a bit different, he's divergent a bit, yeah.
So that's why understanding.
Understanding them is very key.
Yeah.
Because they process the world a bit differently. I think they're even faster than us in seeing patterns and things. So
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it too much of a problem. That's why I said my message is a hopeful one. So if you have a gifted child, more often than not, they might struggle with other areas of
Yeah.
maybe socialization. Yeah. So it's not something to be ashamed of. It's something actually to support.
Like in my favorite show, The Big Bang Theory. Yeah. You see, one of the main characters, Sheldon.
Yeah, Sheldon.
Yeah. You find other people find him weird, but he's a very highly intelligent
Intelligent, yeah.
person. So it's about creating awareness. That is very, very key. And especially in our community. And you find that even some young girls, they're troubled people, they face some sort of trauma, but then we look at them like people who have juke. How can I explain juke in English? They're being influenced by
Spirits.
spirits. It's a very, very sad thing when you find a young girl dealing with the trauma, and then now, instead of the parents seeking professional help, they believe that maybe this girl has been bewitched or is being influenced by Jogi. So they make the situation worse.
Yeah. Yeah, so in that case, I'd also pose a challenge to the parents, like, educate yourself on matters concerning mental health.
Exactly.
And expose yourself to people who maybe have gone through a similar phase.
Yes.
That's why you said talk about the situation. Meet with professionals. Professionals,
Yeah.
by the way, they help you navigate the whole landscape of the mental stuff.
Yes.
It's very practical. You can do nutrition and support, a bit of support for them, and a bit of counseling also.
Yeah.
And counseling does not mean someone is troubled. It just means they're trying to express what it is they're experiencing, because we all experience life and things differently. It could be the same thing, but the way Madam Director here experiences it, the way I experience it, the same thing is very different.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, our perceptions are a bit different. So it's a challenge I would pose to parents to try and at least help the child get the right kind of attention
Yeah.
for the challenge or the experience they're going through. Yes.
And speaking to, we should normalize speaking to professionals.
Yes.
Because, like, for instance, today, if you have a tummy ache, the way we overate yesterday, yeah, if you have a tummy ache, your first impulse would be to go to see the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's malaria, maybe it's food poisoning and all that. But now the challenge we have in the community here, and I hope with time we are going to normalize seeking the professionals in the mental health field, is that when you see certain behaviors, behavior change, and all those things, we don't look for the professionals. Instead, we label the children, and this makes sometimes the situation get from bad to worse. Yeah, because now the child will also feel that I'm not being understood, and yet sometimes it's something beyond them. So I also urge parents, and that's why I work on a local. I have a platform on a local radio station where I speak in the local dialects, trying to really do what? Create awareness to help parents understand some of these things, so that at least in our community we can be a step ahead when it comes to mental health issues. Any other thing you want to tell maybe your peers, your friends
Yeah.
through this channel?
Just before I go on to that, I like what you said about localizing
Yeah.
content, awareness. Because you find sometimes we do some of these programs in English or Swahili,
Yes.
but not everyone is that deeply cognizant of, or rather proficient in these languages. So we have to make it local for them to understand at a local level. Okay, this thing is not Juogi, it is such and such a thing.
Yeah.
You know, so it is not Juogi the spirit.
Yeah.
It's such and such a thing that can be managed.
Like when a girl has been violated, they'll always say, Ochochra teacher, like somebody has taken advantage of that particular girl. So I go on the radio, I speak to them in Luo. That way they even understand better. Some Dani in the village there will understand maybe if she notices some changes in Nyakware, Nyakware is grandchild.
Grandchild,
Yeah. Yeah. So it's very important to make sure that you are communicating to the people. Yeah, because I could just go on there and talk in English, but the people I want to reach out to in my community are left out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can be doing it both in English and Luo and any other Mrima. Are you able to do it in?
No, Murima language, I'm not too conversant with that. I only know a bit of the greetings. Oro.
Niwenga. Ikarahaha.
Yeah, so just a bit of nitpicking, but yeah, the Murima, I need to work on that.
Yeah, it's okay. You can always get a translator. Yeah, the first time I went to do my first show on radio, I really panicked. I thought my Luo would not be so fluent, but then I had a host. Every day we were going through new words, the big words now in the Luo. Like I would ask him like, what would I call violation in the Luo? What would I call trauma in the Luo? What would I call this in the Luo? So within a very short time, I became very fluent, and I actually love doing my shows in the Luo, which I didn't think was possible.
It's the Taurine. The
Yeah,
Taurine is
it's
at
the
work.
Taurine.
Taurine is at work. Fish is at work. It's the Taurine.
So I'm going to have fish maybe 3 times in a week, or
Yeah,
even more,
that would help.
or even more when I can afford it.
Yeah.
But this economy.
No, but nutrition is very important.
Yes.
Nutrition is quite important. So, what I'd like to tell my peers is that, nutrition is important. Also, circle is quite important.
A strong support system.
Strong support system is quite
Yeah.
important. And you also find that, being easy. You know, life is not too serious.
Yes.
Don't take life too seriously.
And I think also as parents, we need to keep the communication lines open with our children. Yeah. So that you're the first person your child comes to. Sorry. When there's any sign of danger. Like I believe now if you're having maybe
A challenge.
or even some relationship trouble, maybe some soup was dumped you, I would be the first person you come to. Yeah. There would be no hesitation because I've left the communication lines open. And I think that is very, very important for any parent to do with their children. Another thing I want to say that when there's no proper family connection, our children become easy targets for predators, they become easy targets for gangs and cults and all that. So the best gift we can give our children is our ears and our time. Sometimes all these gifts are not very important to our children. They need our time, and time is not just 1 minute. They need to know that you're there, you have their back, and they can come to you with anything. Yeah. So Ochieng, I think now we have said thank you to our supporters, the people who really supported us. Yeah. I want to say a big thank you to my co-director here at council. Without him, yesterday's event would not have been as successful as it was. I also want to say a big thank you to friends of Kitwa. They came out in large numbers and supported us with very generous gifts. We had plenty of food. We had a great time.
It's quite awesome. And I'd also like to say thank you to Madam Director here for the whole initiative and the whole setup. And it's a very beautiful idea. It's a very noble idea. And it was quite beautiful. Yesterday was fantastic. And I think we'll be having even more fantastic sessions annually.
Yeah.
And so thank you to everyone who made it a success.
We still have the Nyadendi night coming. Nyadendi Migosi night coming in December. It should be on 22nd December. I'm yet to announce the venue. Yeah. So we welcome all our friends again to come back. They should not tire. Yeah. To join us and have that milk also that day a success. Ochieng, before you go back to Marima tomorrow, I also want to thank you for coming down here to be part of our yesterday's event. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So you can stay tuned